Oh, I'm in the middle. I need to see my leopard. I got a new leopard. He's my mate. Let's get comfy. How is everyone? Good to see you. Mm-hmm. James Rogers is in the house. D-Day to you. Is it D-Day? I had a good friend called Roger James back in the day. He was good fun. Farley Gamers in the house. Good to see you again. The vegan metalhead. Hey, Hench Herbivore, you said like that. Swagwan is in the house. Richard Benham. Vegan Vamshi. Hello, sir. Good morning. Good morning to you. Swagwan. What is the first vegan big meetup you've got planned post-COVID, assuming 21st of June goes ahead? At the moment, it's the camp out, you know, the big one in Newark in August. Is it like the 20th of August or something in Nottinghamshire? How many of you guys are coming to that? I know Angharad is. We're hoping to take in at least one other festival before then, but I don't really know what's going on. So if you guys know of any festivals, let me know. Anonymous is in the house. GM, Games Master, or more likely, good morning. How are you doing, Anonymous? Lovely Angharad. Hello, everyone from my mum, and some lovely emojis. Anonymous, crazy ride this morning. Thanks to all the people who woke up and are now vegan. It's wild when you see and feel the truth. Love you. We love you as well. You rock. Eliza is here, formerly Purple Piplup. She's a die, and as is Gomez. I love it. Right before bed. Oh, sorry. I love it. Right before I try to go to sleep, I get to rave out. Period. Truth be told, I've never been into rave because I'm too old. No way. They're after my time of playing that way. Nice to see you, Gomez. How you doing, lovely? Nice. Mark Crossy is in the house. Good to see you, brother. Eliza uploaded a new video yesterday. Tell us about that. What was your video about this time? Toby Gosling's in the house. Hello to you, sir. How you doing? Gomez, 56 years vegan. Wow, that is amazing. That must have got a lot easier, right? In that 56 years. What was your introduction to veganism? I mean, I can't imagine many people even knew the word back then. How did you happen to go vegan? That's really interesting. Vicky Hall, morning. 9 years vegan for me today too. Happy veganiversary. Let's give Gomez and Vicky a round of applause, shall we? That's freaking brilliant. Shireen is in the house. Morning to you. Where are you, Shireen? Whereabouts in the world are you? And how's the vegan scene there? Gomez has got to go. Send my love. And a delightful array of emojis there. Each one more delightful than the next. Toby's going to camp out. Fantastic. Stacey Langley's in the house. Morning to you, lovely. Yeah, let's hang again, Toby. We've hung out before, haven't we, at events? It's real good fun. Angharad. Oh, Eliza's going as well. Yeah, of course. Angharad, we can't wait. I really hope to meet you both. Yeah, we'll hang out. Let's all hang out at least for a little while. That'll be amazing. Eliza, my video is about why I'm vegan and my journey to going vegan. Good girl. I love it. Alice Cooper's here. Morning. I'm still in bed, but I'm here. Are you just getting up or just going to... I'm guessing you're getting up. Toby Gosling, I'm great, thanks. Just trying to combat trolls on TikTok. Oh, on my TikTok. I'm glad someone is, because I don't even look at the comments on there. But I don't have time apart from anything else. So that's good that you're doing that, thank you. Gomez, violently allergic to animal as food and in meds. Really? Wow, that's really interesting. I don't know if I've come across someone with that going on before. Yeah, Gomez, I would like to talk to you guys privately with voice at least. You don't want to look at me. I do want to look at you. You're probably delightful. And telling my story because I was not easy to try to keep myself alive as a child. Wow, yeah, I bet. Yeah, I'd love to have a chat with you at some point. Yeah, let's do that at some point in the future. Not for a little while because I'll be honest, I'm not getting very good reach lately with videos and posts, and I really need to work a bit harder to keep this viable. So I've not really got any spare time. I've sort of ditched all my personal practices this morning, all my self-care stuff like my cold shower and meditation and breath work. I'm going to do my cardio straight after this and then just crack on with the video because yeah, I really need to get a lot more volume of stuff out at the minute. It's gone bad. Hopefully that'll pick up again in a minute. What are you lovely people up to today? I guess Gomez is going to be heading to bed soon, probably. Good old Robert Pacino in the house. How you doing, brother? Are you guys having a good weekend? Give us a status report. Kelly Horrocks in the house. Morning to you. Neil K. Hey, Mr. Herbivore. I've been vegan for almost 4 years now, but I still overeat every single meal because I've been indoctrinated for my whole life that I don't get my macros and micros. Do you mean as a vegan? Just educate yourself, really. Just educate yourself. Get on the Chronometer app. Type your foods in. And as long as you're eating majority whole plant foods, legumes, whole grains, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, herbs and spices, you eat enough calories. Yeah, we need to supplement B12 likely, D3 if you're not getting sun. It's good to get some seaweed in for iodine. If not, perhaps consider supplementing iodine as well, or iodine, however you say it. Bit of ground flax or chia for omega-3s. And on average, plant food, well, vegetables, for instance, on average are 24 times more nutrient dense than meat is. So if you were to swap meat out for vegetables, you should be getting 24 times the nutrients in that food alone. That's according to a Harvard study. That's not like a biased vegan study. That is Harvard University. So I would be more worried if someone isn't vegan and they're eating meat in their diet and displacing all that more nutritionally dense plant food. What is this camera? Is this camera a bit naff today? What happens if I press that? Yeah, that's sharper, isn't it? That's weird. That's really weird. Let's give that a little. Does it help if I turn the brightness up or something? Stay like that, please. Angel Keeper, we'll make some porridge in a bit and wake myself up. I would want to go to the vegan camp, but I don't feel comfortable even doing my food shop because of this blooming COVID. Yep, I can understand that. Vegan Melt head off today for the first time in a week. Oh, have a fantastic... How are you going to feel your day? I had my first day off in ages yesterday, and I'm sort of regretting it now. I wished... I mean, it was a good day. It took a lot of rest and restoration type stuff. Had a lovely meal out. It was the Rivado Kitchen's official grand opening. So Young's Activist and Ali from Vegan Gaze came along. Saw our friends Steve and Lisa as well, Gemma's uncle and aunt. And yeah, we had a lovely meal. But yeah, I sort of feel a bit guilty now because I do need to work a bit harder, and so I feel a bit guilty for having taken the day off. So today I'm really chomping at the bit, and straight after this, get my cardio done, and then I'm just going to work really well. We filmed the vlog yesterday, so I mean, that sounds a bit like work, but to be honest, just to pick a camera up for 5 seconds while you're just having your dinner or something, like, it's not really work. Maybe I'm working harder than I really appreciate. Adam Edge comes in the house, got the airbed out, testing for camp out. Nice. Yeah, fingers crossed that goes ahead. Hey, come on. Gomez, we're going to move as soon as possible to the wilderness. Literally 4 hours to town fairs. Cougars, the whole bit. We are literally going to have to put a tent in the main room in the house in the winter. It's cold, tough. Wow, that's really interesting. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, I'm good, thank you, Robert, and it's good to see you, my good friend. You're always supporting what we're doing, and we really appreciate you. Gomez, the point was is we only have a wood stove. We will not have any connection to people for quite a while. Wow, it's an interesting story in its own way to at least some. There, I think that sounds great. Yep, Night Gomez, sweet dreams. King Red. I think this. So Angel the Sun. If you've been in the sun, just look a little red. Make sure you put your sun cream on, protect your skin. To be honest, I think it's more of I don't look red in the flesh. It's sometimes to do with lighting in cameras and stuff. I did get a bit of sun, but I don't look red. I'm quite brown. I did. What did I got about 40 minutes yesterday. That's all I did. Yeah. I wondered what you were on about. Bears, not fears. Yeah. I'm not sure that I'd want a fear like creeping up on me either, though. That would be strange. Kelly, what sort of work do you have to do today, and which bits do you enjoy and not enjoy? So I'm basically editing a vlog. It'll probably take most of the day editing, and I have to do the thumbnail, so it's a bit of like design, and then uploading and optimizing, sharing on social media. So just a lot of computer work really, and I enjoy all of it, to be honest. In fact, sometimes I really, really love it, but I'm just getting a little frustrated at the amount of work I put in, and just that videos currently are getting like half the views they used to. And so it feels like a lot of work for little reward. And, you know, sometimes I pull out all the stops and really like spend much more time on the edit, and it don't seem to make any blinking difference. So yeah, it's just a little frustrating, but I think I need to find more videos that people are interested in, like sort of celebrity responses and stuff. But I find it hard to, I don't know. I don't really know. I don't really follow mainstream sort of culture. Yeah. So if you guys hear any stories, any celebrities going vegan or trying veganism or bad mouthing veganism, I think I could do with those kind of response videos, because you're leveraging celebrity there. They tend to do well. And then if anything's trending as well, like there's a new product comes out, or I don't know, just anything to do with veganism, perhaps I need to really double down on those and not just keep churning out the same old what I eat in a day videos. Having said that, Derek Simnet, you know, it's not all he does, but he's you know, he doesn't really have anything to do with the drama and stuff, which I don't blame him, and he's doing super well. So yeah, I don't know what I need to do to get the views. I really don't. I wish I could stick more with the sort of educational, inspirational type stuff. If you guys have any good ideas for videos, let me know. Eliza, will you be going to the National Animal Rights March in London? What is the date, Eliza? Do you know? I've not really heard anything about it, but yeah, I'd like to. I've been to a couple. I would like to go to all of them, ideally. Shabadeep, do you do a lot of cardio now? Now, I stick mostly to resistance training, like physique stuff. I do some cardio. I'll do like typically I'll do a couple of hard hill sprint sessions on my bicycle. So, and that, you know, that's over and done quite quick. It keeps my quad mass. And that's some hard fitness. So although I don't do a high volume of cardio, I suppose I do train pretty hard. And it depends what you call cardio. I mean, we typically go for a walk for about an hour every night. You know, whether or not that's cardio or just locomotion is open to debate. Kevin, do you think vegan diet low in whole grains is healthy? You have a gluten problem, it's just easy to eat. Legumes, seeds, fruits. Well, what I would say is, like, not all grains are glutinous, are they? I mean, what is it? Rye, barley, wheat. Sometimes oats can be cross-contaminated, and I used to have a terrible problem with gluten, which I've since cured, but I never had a problem with oats, like, whatsoever. So I think there's like a couple of others, but most grains are not glutinous, so there's no reason not to eat the other grains, you know, teff, amaranth, rice, quinoa. Well, that's like a pseudo grain, but nutritionally it's very similar. So there's no reason not to, and there are benefits. Like 3 servings of whole grains per day confers you a 10% reduction in like cancer risk, like across the board, all the different types of cancer. So while I think you can eat healthily without whole grains, I think you're missing out. And like the bigger diversity of foods you can eat, the more different types of fiber, the resistant starch, the different polyphenols. So you're then feeding your gut bacteria, and so you can have a more diverse range of those, which is like the really the linchpin of your health, is like how diverse a range of Prevotella bacteria can you invite to live in the colon, and their invitation to live there is predicated on the most diverse diet. So, you know, why limit it if you know, obviously if you've got a gluten issue, then, you know, there's a few, like a small amount of grains, which obviously you should definitely avoid. But yeah, I mean, I used to have a severe gluten problem, and but I ate tons of grains. Like, they were kind of the bedrock of my nutrition, really. Yeah, but I'm sure you can be healthy without them, you know. Nikki, Northern British Gaming, good to see you, lovely. Anonymous, just talk about awakening, because lots of people we talk about being impacted. Okay, I'll do that. Shabadeep, do you like mock meat? Do I think mock meats are healthy? No, they're not. Or do you recommend to eat more whole foods? Yeah. As a like a bodybuilder, I do have a couple of servings of a more processed protein-rich food, like a protein powder, seitan, tofu. Occasionally, like not really like a mock, not like the real sort of imitation meat, but like a pea protein based meatball type thing, or something like that. As long as it's lower in oil, certainly no coconut oil, because that's really heart unhealthy. But ideally, I think if you're trying to optimize your diet, you know, you're getting some negatives from these foods, some more than others. Some of them are not too bad, but you are displacing healthier foods with fiber, with, like, you know, much more in the way of essential vitamins, minerals, fiber. So yeah, I think if your target is health, pure and simple, whole foods all the way. If you're a strength or physique athlete, particularly if you're larger, you're more mass, or if you're a smaller person on a calorie deficit, in order to get optimal amounts of protein, it may behoove you to add 1 or 2 servings of a more processing, but just know that it's not optimal, you know, for health. That's what I would say. Kelly, I like the ones where you add in a bit of nature and being out and about. I think people love that in Derek's videos. Yeah, good point. Good point. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we do quite a bit of nature walks, so I could add that in. I was doing live streams of a morning from the little woods near our house, but for some reason the signal's gone stupid and I can't seem to live stream. Everything else is fine, phone calls and stuff, but I can't seem to stream from there, which is annoying. Kelly, I remember he met a squirrel in one of them and was talking to it and told him he was vegan, so he was a friend. My heart, yeah. He's good stuff, Derek. I've met him a few times in real life, and he is a really lovely guy, like he appears. There's my son, Paul Kerton. How are you doing, brother? Good to see you. Good to see. How are you? How are you doing? Let me know if you want to chat later on or something. And you were missed last night. Yeah, you were really missed. Hope to see you and Anna and Ina very soon. Sunny boy. Shebadi, thank you for your answer. I'm from California, but I have family in Southall and some in Birmingham. Not so from Cali. Plant-based forever. Good man. I would love to visit California. You're welcome, Kevin. Johnny Lelegs is in the house. Good to see you. Michelle T, we went to a local vegan market yesterday with a non-vegan friend and she ended up buying more than me. Oh, nice. I love seeing the face on non-vegans when they try vegan stuff and love it. So the seeds, exactly, that's the way. That's what I call it, snacktivism. Show them how delicious the food is and yeah, get them on board. Nice, thanks Carl, I'll look forward to that. I look forward to that, Sunny Jim. What are you lovely people up to today then? Have you all got the day off? What's everyone doing? Shabadeep, do you believe in B12 supplements? Yes. I ask as a vegan who's been... Get it right, Paul. I ask as I've been vegan for about 2 months and feel amazing, but I hear many people tell you to supplement as it may be a day. Yeah, get it in you right away because you can die. So you store like an amount in your liver, but if you become deficient, or if and when you become deficient, you're risking like blindness, like dementia, paralysis. Not blindness, that was a lie, but paralysis, dementia, and death. Like these are some of the worst side effects. Yeah, get it in you, no doubt. Vegan Gaze is in the house. Do you subscribe to Vegan Gaze? She's lovely stuff. We had a nice meal last night together. Not like that. Gemma was there and Young's Activist. And we had a lovely time. What are you up to today, Ali? What are you doing? Shabadeep, you're always welcome at my house here in Cali. That is very kind. Thank you, brother. I may take you up on that one of these days. Johnny the Legs, good news. One of my local pubs has gone pretty much plant-based with their menu. The Wellington something. Oh, is just very good. I've never understood the fascination with eating Wellington boots. Of course, I'm being very silly now. We sure did. We sure did, Ali. Fly. Just made vegan bread with vital wheat gluten. Oh, so like a real high protein bread. Wow, that's a really good idea. That is a really good idea. Because it is quite bready, isn't it? Like seitan. Where is a good recipe for that? I wouldn't mind having a look at that. That'll be well cool. Vegan Games, I'm just doing some filming, then I'll be off to Norwich again today. Wow, very good. You love it. You love a bit of it. Come to Norwich, everyone. It's the vegan capital of the UK. Mostly because me and Ali hang out here. I'm not sure what Nate is saying, but welcome to the stream. Nate Runs. How you doing, my friend? I have to stop doing that. I'm going to get a splinter. Vegan Gaze. Norwich is awesome, but yes, mostly because we hang out there. Of course. I am up to editing a vlog. I really need to get content out. It's sort of going a bit naff in terms of like views and reach and stuff on all my social media lately. So yeah, I just need to work a lot harder and get more volume out, and try to think how to mix it up a bit as well. I think I've probably gotten a little bit stale, so I'm hoping you might like to come round soon, Ali, and yeah, just talk shop a bit more again. Maybe do some streams, and yeah, I'm interested to see how you do your like response streams and all that malarkey. Yeah, reels are funny, thank you. Yeah, the reels are going well. I've banged out over 80 reels since I found out that they were efficacious, and that's been growing the Instagram. But yeah, we need to do a bit more in the way of sales and stuff. Mind you, we will have our video course out soon, so hopefully that will take the pressure off. We've got one more video to shoot there, but then we do need to optimise our click funnels and all that malarkey, which I don't have a clue about. Ah, thanks, Ali. That will be fantastic. That'll be very good. Gomez, I later think about what I said. Being allergic to animals, why I started as a baby. By the time I was at 3 or 4, I started to become ethically very wild. My family had no part in it, just me. Yeah, that's very cool. Night again. Get to sleep, you're very naughty. That's very cool though, 3 or 4 years old, like thinking of the animals. I know my mum told me that when I was little, we were at the butcher's shop and he had some rabbits hanging up in the window. Apparently I did my nut at him. So, but I didn't see my hypocrisy of the chickens like hanging next to him. I was too indoctrinated already. Stacey's got the day off, having a chill day doing some drawing. Nice. Trying to incorporate veganism into it for a bit of active. Yeah, I was going to ask what you like to draw. Interesting. Fly. The recipe for the Vital Wheat gluten bread was by Holy Cow Vegan, who's high protein blend instead of whole wheat. Okay. So yeah, so Vital Wheat gluten is you used in place of the normal flour. Is that the deal? I'm just gonna. Paste that into another window and then give that a search later on, because I'm interested to see. That might make a nice video if it comes out. Does it come out really well then? Vegan Metalhead's going to take a nap. Good night, sweet prince, sweet dreams. Johnny, yeah, seal bread is about 12 grams of protein. Toasted with peanut butter and marmite for the win. Yum. Vegan Gaze, what is the best fruit bowl in terms of taste? I'm trying to get fruit, doing it with yogurt for veggies, but need that fruit. To be honest, like all fruits are amazing. The real superstars really are berries. If you're looking at it from the health perspective. Blackberries are the most antioxidant rich of the locally available berries. Of course, acai, like really good. His activist is here. The crew is united from last night. Do follow Young Zactivist, by the way. He's simply the best. Gazer, I want to be vegan, but every time I tried it, I've almost died. Wow, that must be hard. What can I do? I've tried everything. Well, nothing. If you've tried everything, there's nothing to be done. It's possible it just doesn't work for some people. No, you just need a bit of knowledge. You just need to eat a bit of knowledge. You just need to eat enough calories. You need to eat enough nutritious foods. Vegan, that tells me what your ethics are. It tells me who you don't eat and whose secretions you don't eat. It doesn't tell me what you are eating. As a nutritionist, like all essential nutrients can either be sourced directly from plants or the precursors can be sourced from plants. Yeah, we need vitamin D. Well, a lot of meat eaters are D deficient. Like, really, we need to get that from the sun. Else, we need to supplement. Iodine. So, a lot of people get that from sea flesh, aka fish. So, for a vegan seaweed or a supplement. You don't need much seaweed. You can just hide it in your food if you don't like the taste. Ground flax, ground chia for omega-3s. That's it, really. It's not difficult. And perhaps just take a little time to transition. Don't try to do it all in one go, because a lot of people, eat a lot of animals and animal products, and not much in the way of healthy fibre-rich food, and they won't have the good bacteria that ferment and break down the fibre. And so, if we try to do it too quickly, we can end up with gut dysbiosis. So you can get like gas, bloating, pain, even like stomach cramps. Changes in gut motility, so constipation or diarrhea, or constipation with diarrhea, which is also a thing which is horrible. And the way to mitigate that is to start, you've got your diet, your fibre deplete diet with animal products, processed junk, and just over the course of a few short weeks, take some out, put in some of the healthy foods, and then your gut microbes will switch over. So you go from the Bacteroides strains being dominant, which cause disease and death, to the Prevotella strains being dominant, which cause good health. They make vitamins, they train the immune system, they create hormones. They're even like the basis of our mental health. They create the substrates, the short chain fatty acids from which we make our serotonin and dopamine, for instance. So, but if we try to do it too quickly, we can get this gut dysbiosis. We can get these, like, people just call it like IBS, like a catch-all. And that can be quite persistent, particularly if you do it all in one go and it's really harsh. And people say, oh, my body doesn't like these foods. My body can't handle, it can't process these foods. And what they're saying is the healthiest foods in the world are not good for their body, and that's quite ridiculous if you think about it. And no, your body can handle it, but what you've done is you've invited some pathogenic, like bad bacteria to live in the colon, these Bacteroides strains, and they don't ferment. They putrefy and make toxins. They don't ferment and make short chain fatty acids, which are the bedrock of our good health. So you really must just spend a little bit of time like switching over. Don't go with completely whole plant foods straight off the bat, which, by the way, is what I did. And it was quite uncomfortable, but I persevered with it. But a lot of people would have been put off. And so now really I advocate, a more slow transition. You need to take a few short weeks to do it fully. And in that way, I think it's more effective, and, you'll stay the course for longer. And for me, eventually getting over, well, I went straight to a whole foods plant-based diet, but as you eventually get to a whole foods plant-based diet, your health just like skyrockets, and your health and fitness and just so many things. And I just would not eat any other way now, simply because I wouldn't feel half as amazing as I do now, That's what's really sold it to me. Benjamin is in the Hangout. Diet only path. Thoughts on France reducing meat? Hope the UK is next. I've not heard it. I don't watch the news, to be honest. So what is the deal there? Is that is that legislation, or what's the deal there? And of course, as a vegan, you might not be surprised to hear that I am in favour, but reducing is still it's the most disgusting crime in history. Like, what do we kill 5 million fish a day? We suffocate 5 million fish a day. Like, if 5 million humans were getting suffocated every day, there'd be a bit of an outcry. Do you know what I mean? But most people just actually are funding it. Not only do they not care, they're actually the ones responsible for it, because they're creating the demand. So I wish people would just wake up and live in line with their true selves. Like, no one in their right mind would hurt an animal unnecessarily. For eggs, for us to have eggs, and we pay for that. You know, most of you know male chicks in the egg industry, they don't lay eggs. So most of them get dropped into a macerator and they're minced alive. Now tell most people, are you okay with this happening? And like, give them the chick and say like, right, just mince that chick alive for me, can you? And they might smack you in the mouth. Yeah, everyone's doing it. So I've gone off on a tangent there, but yeah, reducing, yeah, great, step in the right direction. But let's get rid of it altogether because it's freaking sick. You're welcome, Gaza or Gazer. Vegan gays, they put iodine in lots of plant milks now as well. Do they really? I didn't know that. That cheater is. I think he likes you. Anonymous, maybe you and Gemma could show us all how to meditate and self-care videos. To be honest, I'd like to, but because that's not very... If you go too far out of your niche, then because of the way YouTube's set up with your subscribers, if no one kind of clicks on that, the video will really tank and not get shared out. But certainly we could put it... I mean, I have done it before and put it as part of a what I eat in a day video. You know, like more like a vlog. I have put it in there. But again, I'll be honest, most people skipped that bit and that made the video sort of perform badly, sadly. But yeah, that would have been a great idea if it works, which sadly it doesn't for me. Yeah. Say this was like a mental health channel or something, you know, that might do amazingly well. Nate Runs had some oat milk the other day. First time was delicious. Yeah, that's good stuff. That's the best one to put in coffee, by the way. Tog90, good to see you, my friend. Our new channel member. Started eating vegan all at once. 78 grams fiber for maybe 20. That was entertaining. I bet. Yeah, how long did it take you to your guts to sort of settle into that? I bet that was a little while. John Eggs, what's your view on the likes of Jake Paul taking on pro fighters? He thinks it's good for views. I think it's a dangerous game to play. Yeah, I mean, it all depends on how good of a boxer the person is. And, you know, I mean, he's done a hell of a lot of training, hasn't he? But I don't know a whole lot about it, to be honest. But, yeah, that could be very dangerous, couldn't it? You want to be equally sort of... able, really capable, or that, that could end really badly. I agree. Gazer, thanks for your time and energy, brother. Oh, sorry, enjoy Paradise, brother. You're very welcome, my friend. Thanks for joining. Thanks for your question. That was a good one. Ankarad, we're really looking forward to making your loaded potato skins. So we did a members-only stream the other day. Loaded potato skins. They're super delicious. I really love them. And... so you're making them with your mum? Very good. Let me know how you enjoy them. I'd love to see them if you post them on Instagram or something, or post them on the Discord server. I'd love to see how they turn out. 5 million a minute. Sorry, yeah, that's what I meant to say. 5 million sea creatures are killed every minute on this planet. 5 million every minute. I can't even imagine that. Can't even imagine that number. Vegan gays. Oh, what about some workout videos? Again, I've done workout videos and they kind of tanked, but yeah, maybe it's time to revisit that and just see. I don't bloody know. The only path. Do you have a lot of wildlife where you live? Yeah. The more interesting sort of animals, really. We've got deer. I saw a deer in the local park, actually, and one walked past my house one morning about 5 a.m. I stood out there having my smoothie. And, yeah, not much to write home about, really. A lot of foxes. Yeah, the wolves all got, like, killed off. There's some talk about reintroducing those. I think there's there's tons of wildlife if you know where to look. What did I see? Yeah, that was really that deer in the park was a bit of an eye opener because we're pretty much, we're in the cities. We're not right in the city centre, but we're on the outskirts. And it just seems amazing that deer are now coming into cities, aren't they? JB, well, there are enough how to meditate videos already. Yeah, that's the thing. I was trying to think of like new, just new angles on stuff really. And hello to you, by the way, as well. Thanks for joining. Paul, morning, Hench. What's for breakfast? I'm glad you asked. I had a weird breakfast today. So I often have sugar-free beans on, like baked beans in a can with a sauce on whole grain toast. Today I added in 2 teaspoons of curry powder, a teaspoon of mint, like dried mint, and a teaspoon of dried coriander. Ooh, and that was so good. Add a bit of nooch on there, some spring onions, black pepper. That was particularly delicious. And then I had a smoothie with dates, Viva Life Perform salted maca caramel. So it's sort of a toffee taste with strawberry. So it's like a strawberry toffee sort of smoothie with flax, chia, and wakame, the seaweed. So delicious. That was like, strawberry toffee. Reminded me of toffos, if you know those from back in the day. Sort of fruit toffees. Very good. What did you guys have for breakfast, or what are you having? Tog 90, it honestly took about half a year before I felt normal, but I could still clear a room. Wow, yeah, that's a long time. Yeah, and I think that just proves my point. It's good. It's good to take it a little slower. As a sort of staunch vegan, like I don't really want to say that. And I suppose you could take out the animal products and put in some more processed foods and just not have so much fibre. But then some people potentially can come unstuck when there's certain nutrients found in meat. So you can sort of think of them as meat vitamins, things like carnosine, carnitine, which the animals make. And we as animals also can make that. But if we're eating animals, we're getting those nutrients exogenously. So our endogenous production of them shuts down. So then if we suddenly take them right out, there is the potential, Dr. Clapper talks about this, to feel unwell for a time before your body realizes what's going on. The genes will switch on and we'll start producing our own of these sort of meat-based nutrients. So, I don't know. Like I say, I did it like 100%, and I survived it. But yeah, it wasn't pleasant, if I'm honest. And looking back, I think a lot of people wouldn't have put up with what I put up with. So yeah, just as someone who cares and wants to see people able to stick to a plant-based diet long term and not just, give it a good go and try to cut everything out and then fail and then say, oh, my body don't like that. Again, it's not your body. You've got the wrong gut bacteria because you're terrible eating habits historically. But of course it doesn't feel good to say that. So it's a hard one. I'm surprised I don't get more criticism for saying it as well. Thanks, Kelly. Loaded skins are delicious. Nice, Michelle. Atul Songbird. My daughter did the same thing at 12. She's completely gone off meat in one day and she is 17 now. Wow, what a good girl you've raised there. I love it. Where in the world are you, Atul Song? And how's the vegan scene there? And that's very cool. Anonymous, what is the first video suggested to people to watch? I tend to send people to Gary Osky's best speeches over here. Same. Yeah, so good, isn't it? It is so honest and hard-hitting and heartfelt and passionate. He's a great speaker. Govinda, do you recommend short, intense workouts like HIIT for fat loss? Yes, they are ideal. However, for someone who's coming in like unfit, I would say to build an aerobic base first. So the more traditional, low-impact, steady-state cardio, distance, like slow plod distance, long time. But then after you've built that up to a good standard, and then switch over to HIIT. But yeah, that I've found that more efficacious for sure. And I think it helps you, So for my legs now, all I'm actually doing is hill sprints. I'm not doing any weight training on my legs because I found because I've been training so long and so heavy, like my hips, my low back, like they're not great, and I keep sort of hurting them, and it just retards my progress, and then I'm uncomfortable and limping around. But doing hill sprint is keeping my mass, and it's making me fit, so I'm able to work out harder, recover quicker, and when I do need to do, like, say, a distance ride or something, it just feels super easy, And if there's a hill, I'll smash it up the hill like there's no hill there, because I'm used to doing 6 hard sets up a hill. So, yeah, quite enjoying that. But, yeah, you get that excessive post-exercise oxygen consumption, so you're burning calories even, like, after the fact. And really, like, fat loss really is more a function of calories in, calories out. I know there's a bit more to it, but you can really lose weight just by eating the right foods, loads of whole plant foods. Emphasize low calorie fruits, low calorie veg, not too much in the way of overt fats. Get your minimum of nuts and seeds for your essential fatty acids. But yeah, I love HIIT. I think it's just so good for all the things, potentially muscle building if you're new to training. I think you can build some mass there. It certainly helps you hold on to your mass rather than like long, like slow distance stuff that can eat into your muscle if you're not careful. And it's hitting those different fibers. So you're kind of changing the composition of the muscle. Yeah, I love HIIT training. And just in case anyone doesn't know, high intensity interval training. So it's you do a warm up and then you do a very intense burst for a few seconds. There's normally not all that long. Like my hill sprints are maybe 25 seconds on, like a minute, and then like you have like at least 2 to 3 times whatever you do for the effort, 2 to 3 times that you have off. So I do a hard sprint up the hill, I slowly come down and round a small little block, and then I hit it hard again. And I just do 6 sets. So what's that? 7.5 minutes plus my warm up, maybe 12.5 minutes. I'd say about 20 minutes, and I'm done. That's my whole workout when I train my legs. And my heart's done. I come in and I collapse, and I'm a bit done in for about an hour. I'm pretty comatose. Well, I'm not asleep, but I'm just incapacitated. My legs have gone to jelly. If I've ever made the mistake, because I do yoga every day, and I like to do my yoga first to get myself functional and ready. And if I've ever forgotten to do that, I've done my sprints, then I want to do my yoga. There's just no way. Like my muscles have just gone like, they're sort of not quite cramping, but they're done. They need to have a rest. And I can't do like lunges and stuff like that. I've sort of missed the opportunity. So happily now I tend to remember to do it before I go out. Right, 5 more minutes, guys. 5 more minutes. Get your comments or questions in. And then I better go and do some cardio. Thanks, Ankarad. I look forward to that. Yeah, dear Rock. Back Fat Betty 91. Do you like my baked beans on seeded toast? Mind you, the rest of my family don't like me eating that. Yeah. Yeah, we love some seeds. Most people are into the porridge. Yeah, I don't know. I had that for most breakfasts for so many years, either porridge or the same ingredients in a smoothie. And yeah, lately I've just wanted to change. I tend to have like a savoury and a sweet part to my breakfast now, which I really enjoy. Vegan guys, yet to have brekkie, but it will be a fruit bowl with yogurt, walnuts, and chia seeds. No, and you are grinding your chia seeds, Ali, right? Just to check, just checking up on you. Make sure you're getting your omega-3s in. I want you to keep well. Eliza normally has oats with seeds and bloobs. Yep, standard. Good stuff. Brilliant. Nothing wrong with that. And yeah, I did that for so many years. Talk 90, my girlfriend needed the best nutrition for her health situation, so I decided to eat strictly without of solidarity. That's very nice. That's lovely. Good man. Yeah. So I certainly wouldn't recommend that approach in general. I always enjoyed the challenge. Oh, so you did it like straight off the bat kind of thing, 100%. Being able to combine a physical challenge with a major ethical change was a beautiful thing of learning. Yeah, very good. I love it. Anchorad, for breakfast we had the pulp from the oat milk, added fruit and a little bit of cashew butter. Nice. Nice. How you make your own oat milk. Very cool. Yeah, cashew butter is great. Dragon Fist, what do you think of people who do not know the difference between there, your, two, and two? I try not to judge. I mean, there's a lot of very intelligent people who that's a real blind spot for them, or they just have something around sort of written language where maybe they're an absolute genius in many other areas. Academic stuff, it's important and it's good to know and it makes you look professional if you're writing stuff down. But then there's some very academic people who are clueless in social situations, for instance, and have horrible lives as a result of it. So I think there's all different kinds of intelligence. And, for me, they seem like very simple things. That like, why the hell can't you get that right? But we're not all wired. Some people just don't care and they're more interested in other things. But they may be an absolute blinking genius at some stuff that I wouldn't have the first clue about. So, yeah, I try not to judge. What is that phrase? Something about if you judge... Something about judging animals by their ability to climb a tree. Like, now get that chimp to go deep sea diving and, like, they can't do it. Do you know what I mean? Now the fish are the clever ones. Nate runs, cheers mate, 2 a.m. here, need some sleep at peace. Okay, sweet dreams, thanks for joining. Vegan photographer, hey bud, did you have a think about doing a documentary? Much stuff. I didn't, but I kind of forgot. But to be honest, the vegan photographer, I was saying earlier in the stream, things have gone a bit naff for me, and I really need to work a lot harder at getting content out. So I would like to do that, but probably not for a little while, at least till I can get a bit more revenue coming in. So whether I need to put out more videos or just research and make better videos and do more volume of posts on the gram and stuff. We are doing, and we're also making a video course, which hopefully that might take the pressure off because we're going to sell that for like a reasonable amount. Whereas our cookbooks, like they're just £5 each. So do you know what I mean? We'd have to sell so many of them to make that viable. We sell the odd few most days. But yeah, we've got a video course coming out, which is a higher ticket item, and it's all my knowledge on nutrition, it's all Gemma's knowledge on cooking and like how to practically make it work. So yeah, hopefully once that comes out, perhaps I'll have a bit of spare time and I can think about that. But yeah, I would like to do a documentary. That would be good fun. I've been involved in a couple of other ones, not about me, but yeah, just general documentaries about veganism and nutrition and sports and stuff. I did actually get involved in the Game Changers movie, believe it or not, but sadly they had 600 hours of footage and only, what is the film, about 90 minutes long, so that didn't quite make it. Ended up on the cutting room floor. But yeah, thanks for the offer though, they were really kind. Yeah, I would be interested at some point for sure. Harrelin, June 6th, National Animal Rights Day in the US. Are you getting involved? What was the date? Oh, what is it today? Is it? I'm involved every day. I mean, I didn't know that was on, or I don't know how I can get involved in that particular thing. But every day I'm doing advocacy, so I suppose sort of. Is there anything particular I can do to help? How does it work? Tree vegan. We all, even as vegans, are removing and adding food types, so your gut bacteria is constantly adjusting to make what it comes to. So removing animal parts is the same as that. Very true. Togs having a banana smoothie with chia flax, hemp, dates, and oats. Very good. Anonymous. I used to love Body Attack, Body Pump from Les Mills. I have a bar at home now. Yeah, we've all been reduced to that, haven't we? Dragonfist, can you do calculus? I don't know what calculus is, so maybe I'm stupid. Angerad, we make our own oat milk using an almond cow. That's very silly. I like that. Let's end it there. That was a good high note to end on. I make oat milk. We make our own oat milk using an almond cow. I'm going to tell Gemma that. That's tickled me. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I love you all very, very much. Back tomorrow night, 6 p.m. with the lovely Gemma. Thanks for moderators keeping us troll-free. And do check out our cookbooks if you like, just $4.99 each. Where do you get your protein? And it's so hard to do this. There you go. I worked it out. It's all back to front on my monitor. Do follow us on the gram, hench_herbivore. And if you're new, we'd love you to become part of this wonderful community. So hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon so you're notified of new shiznit. And I'll see you all very, very soon. Have a lovely day, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Bye-bye.